go.
How's it going? My name's Omar. Today, my video is going to be a bridge. I'll show you a regular floor bridge, single leg floor bridge, and then I'll show you a floor bridge on an unstable environment. The unstable environment is going to be a stability ball. Okay. So the floor bridge is probably I would say one of the best glute exercises that you can do, other than your typical squat, your lunge, and your steps or stairs or climbing steps. So what it is, it's a glute emphasized exercise, or a hip extension. Your glutes work with hip extension. So anything that requires this, when I walk, that's your glutes. When I lunge, that's your glutes. When I squat, that's your glutes. When I stand upstairs and I start to walk upstairs, that's my glutes. So I'm going to show you a floor bridge and the proper way of doing it. Now, one of the most important things when you're doing a floor bridge is the positioning of your hips. Okay. Now, your pelvis, if you are too much of an anterior pelvic tilt, see how my butt kind of sticks out? You're going to have or feel lower back pains when you do this exercise. So what you want to do is, first thing before you do anything is neutralize or straighten your hips out. So if your hips are like this, you want to make sure they're neutral by shifting the hips inward. Okay? Once they're in, you want to make sure the hips are nice and straight. Now, there is another deviation which is called a posterior pelvic tilt, which is hips all the way in. Okay? So if you have this condition, you want to make sure you stick your butt out just a little bit. Okay? One way of doing it is place your hands on the hips, stick your butt out, stick your butt in, out, in, and then find a neutral alignment. Okay? So once you find that neutral alignment, you're going to lie down. You want to make sure your feet are about shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to lie down, place your hands here or here. It's up to you, whatever feels comfortable. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push off with my heel. I'm not going to push off with the balls of my feet. I'm going to push off with the heels of my feet. Okay? I'm going to find that neutral alignment, straighten my back out, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up. Once I push up, I want to make sure I squeeze my glutes as hard as I can. When I push up, I want to be careful that my knees do not buckle or bow out. So the thing that you want to remember is knees right above the second and third toes. Okay? Push off my heels, neutral alignment. I'm going to push up, back down. You're going to push up, and then back down. That is your typical or traditional floor bridge. Now you can make it harder or increase the intensity by lifting one leg up in the air. So I lift one leg up in the air. Again, making sure my feet are aligned, hips are aligned. Push off with my heel. I'm going to lift up, and then come back down. Up, and then back down. Okay? Now, very common mistakes are people's knees always buckle in. You start to see this, or bowing out. Again, extremely important that you keep everything straight. Now, if you feel any lower back pains, which a lot of people do, especially people who sit in front of computers all day or sit down all day, their lower back, their hips are going to be really, really arched. So when they push up, they're going to feel a lot of pressure in the lower back. So if you feel anything in the lower back, that just means you got to shift your hips, neutralize it, keep it nice and straight, and then push up. Okay? So I showed you two-legged floor bridge, single leg floor bridge. Another thing you can do is you can also do marches. Keep your hips up, stabilize it, bring one knee to your chest, back, keeping the hips up the whole time, and alternate back and forth. Okay? Floor bridge, really kind of isolating the glutes, really good glute exercise to do. I have my fighters do this all the time, because when they have to bridge, when someone's on top, they kind of bridge out. So we really focus on strengthening the glutes to help the bridge and take people off their top. For a bonus, you really want to increase the intensity of the workout. Place your feet on top of the ball. Again, feet straight, knees above second, third toe. Neutralize my spine. I'm going to push up as high as I can, squeezing my glutes, stabilizing the ball, coming down slow. About an inch off the ground, come back up, and then back down. Okay, focus on the glutes again. Now with the ball being very unstable, the hamstrings start to stabilize the movement, which makes it a lot harder. You're going to go single leg, push off, and then come back down. Push off, and then back down. Guarantee you, you're going to feel a lot in your glutes and a lot in your hamstrings. So this is called a floor bridge, two-legged, floor bridge, single leg, and then floor bridge, two-legged on the ball, floor bridge, single leg on top of the ball. You choose how you want to increase your intensity. Slowly progress your exercises. Great butt exercise, great hamstring exercise. Hope you enjoyed the video. Very simple. If you have any questions, please write on Facebook, functionalcorefitness.com or Functional Core Fitness on Facebook. Hope you enjoyed today's video.